No. All right, thanks for watching Pot of the Dead, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. What do you rate it, Jack? How do you think this episode was? I think it was pretty good. I think we had a pretty good discussion here.
I'd rank it a 64.
Ooh, I like it.
Little fucking little one for all the real ones out there. Played Origins before. Like Michael. Go watch the Chimcast. This is going in the middle of in the beginning. In the start of the episode.
But after like the intro.
Check the link in the description, boys. Chimcast, me, Sky, Oliver, Fish, talking, cool.
We're hopping through time and shit.
Whoa.
We're traveling the multiverse.
Whoa. All right.
Yeah, we're here. We're back on Pot of the Dead. That's not actually the end of the episode.
Woo! Episode 30.
Yeah, we're doing mini special for this one. The Origins cast.
It's the Origins cast. I don't even know if I call it a mini special. This is a bit of a episode 30 and as big as like episode 10 is episode 25, but it's episode 30. It's a number.
Yeah.
It's the end of our third set.
Yeah.
Similar to how Call of Duty ended their third game in the zombie storyline with
Origins.
Let's take a moment and break the ice.
Okay, now before we actually talk about Origins, there are a couple things that I wanted to talk about, just like quick stuff from work, work anecdotes.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, first thing, I think it was yesterday. I was at work, second week there. One of my coworkers, one of the guys there, Steve. He walks up to. He's like a 45-year-old man,
yeah,
right? He's like a father.
We're talking fully grown adult human.
Yeah, and I've interacted with him a bit. He was like kind of helping me, training me a little bit here and there. You know, he is a little bit of a dick.
He's a bit of a dick.
But yeah, he just walks up and he's like holding something. He's just like, "Hey, have you seen these yet?" And I'm like, because me being the new guy, I'm like, "Oh, he's probably just trying to help me out here, show me like something that I haven't seen yet." So I'm like, "These like what?" He just opens his hand. These nuts. He's holding a fucking nut, and it's over.
It's over. Did you get him back?
I didn't get him back today.
You worthless
I didn't
bitch.
really interact with him. Dude, I'm waiting for the right moment. I think I might hit him with like a Ligma or something.
Dude, Ligma's
I might
great.
just I'm waiting for the right moment, and I'll just like he'll like ask me something. I want to hit him with like a, "Oh yeah, no, I was just feeling kind of like under the weather. Like I'm in the bathroom for a while or something." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I was in there for a while, but I got Ligma right now. It's bad." I'm hoping I can hit him with something like that. And he's just gonna be like,
and there's two answers. One, he assumes that's a thing and then just doesn't and is like, "Cool,
yeah,
good. Don't worry about it." And that's really funny.
that is funny if he just
like,
goes with it.
He's like, "What's Ligma?" And then you're like, "Fuck, Ligma balls,
well,
bitch."
I'm gonna say Ligma nuts, so it at least like.
Yeah, Ligma
Kinda,
nuts.
that feels like that'll hit more than just saying Ligma balls.
Dude, Ligma balls is too funny though.
Yeah, okay. The other interaction that happened, this one was just like a small thing. So I was talking to this dude Logan, right?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I was just
I asked him
this
what
one
it was,
this one was just like
here.
I don't know if it's actually like as funny as I thought it was in the moment, but
Hold up.
Why?
I wanted to do it. Continue.
Did you clap sync at the start of this?
Yeah. Shmishma.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Shmishma 2.
You're right. My bad. Yeah, so basically, Logan's just like talking. He's asking me about like video games and stuff, and then he's like, "So Jackson told me about your guys' channels," and I was just like,
"That's a lie."
That he said that to me, and I
friended him on Discord. Oh shit! Oh no! Oh shit! I friended him on Discord. Yes, oh my god!
He told me that.
I told him about yours. That's a lie. That's true.
Okay, yeah, he just told me that he like you told him about the channels, and my reaction to that was just like, why did he do that? Like I said that to him. I was like, why did why?
I told him about yours because I was like, so I was like, he plays fucking like Roblox and shit.
Yeah, before I started working there.
No, I told him that like on Thursday.
Oh my god.
And then
that's terrible.
And then I didn't tell him about mine though. He investigative journalism that shit.
That's funny, dude.
In fairness, there's a link in my fucking Discord.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. It's not hard to find.
Oh,
but yeah,
shit.
But yeah, he told me that, and then he hits me with a follow-up question. You got Outrageous Builders Club.
Dude, I remember. So I told him, I was like, bro, he plays fucking Roblox, and he goes, Phantom Forces 2 is one of the best first-person shooters I've ever played in my entire life. And I was like, bro,
Fuck
shut
yeah,
the
bro.
fuck up, bro.
I didn't know if he actually like played or if he was just like aware of it, and I was too scared to ask.
No, he played. He plays.
That makes me feel a little bit better.
I did not ask him if he knew what Miners Haven was. I thought about it. I sat there and really thought.
Yeah, so he fucking asked me if I was an Outrageous Builders Club member.
Is the answer yes?
Not anymore.
I was like, well, is the answer yes? Was the answer yes?
Yeah. I just said not anymore, and then that was the end of the interaction.
That's fucking hilarious. I thought Logan might have said some fuck shit to you, but I did tell him he had a channel because I was also like, it's interesting.
It's a cool thing to talk about.
Yeah, like you have fucking 10Ks. Maybe
Yeah,
I should have let you make
especially-
that jump. Maybe that's my bad on that.
Maybe, yeah, because I would not have talked about it. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't care. You can eat my dick.
I
also don't think
Yeah,
you
man.
mind me telling somebody that.
Yeah, I don't really care. It's not a big deal.
Also, if
Logan
I'm
seems
touching,
chill.
if I'm talking like talking to a person who I would deem a trusted individual, like I
Yeah.
wouldn't go, yo, Tyson. Let me say
Big
about my boys
T.
fucking Miners
Big
Haven
T.
YouTube channel, Big T. I wouldn't do that. That's
Yeah,
what Logan seems. So I don't know about Logan.
Logan is chill.
But
yeah.
Logan like damn near runs a wrestling promotion downtown.
Yeah, he mentioned that a little bit. That's
Fucking
crazy.
coincidence, bro. So I was on my lunch break. I tell you this. I was on my lunch break. He just like sat down and effectively promoted to me for like 5 minutes.
That's sick.
And then we just started talking about wrestling a little bit. There's this fucking character whose name is Elias, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he plays guitar. He left for a while, right?
Not hype.
For whatever reason. I don't remember exactly what it was, but he was gone for a bit. And then it's like a bit like the Raw after WrestleMania. A bunch of cool shit's supposed to happen. Tends to not do that anymore because it's cringe because the world is cringe. But he rolls up and now his name is Ezekiel.
Okay.
And he like before was in like a he kind of like a I don't know what the exact term is. I'm gonna say like a loner, but I don't mean that in like a cringe way necessarily.
like a Sigma male type.
Not like a Sigma, but like a guy who plays guitar and has like.
He's just like a cool guy who does his own thing.
Yeah, cool guy who does his own thing legitimately. That was kind of his gimmick, and everybody loved him because he would just play guitar and be funny.
That's hype. That's cool.
So he rolls up, fucking, like in just trunks, with like tassels on his arm, which are cool in wrestling, and his name is Ezekiel, and his hair's all different, and everybody's like, "Is that Elias?" And he's like, no, I'm Ezekiel. I'm his younger brother. And it's super
That's sick.
fucking funny. Because obviously everybody's in on it. But there's this one guy who's like, you're Elias. And he's like, no, I've told you. I'm Ezekiel, his younger brother. And he has like produced videos where he's like, I remember me and my brother Elias sitting here when we come and we watch Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 10. And it really, we sat and we thought, that's going to be me. We said that to each other. We said, that's going to be me one day. And it's fucking hilarious because I don't think that happened.
So clearly the same person.
So clearly the same guy. But it's fucking funny, dude.
That's
he
sick.
also had like a full beard before. Now he's clean shaven.
Oh, the full transformation.
Which when he showed up, I was like, I don't know who the fuck that is. I might know that guy. And then they were like, is that Elias? I was like, oh, that is. Holy shit. And it's super fucking funny because everybody's in on it. Everything's
That's
really
cool.
funny when it's something that's so outrageously stupid that it like, but that,
but then
it's like like super a joke,
yeah.
right? Like they have other shit where it's like, this guy was like, my sisters are here, and it's just 3 guys in clothes, and it's not funny. But when it's like, this is Elias, says one guy. And then like 3 other wrestlers in the ring going, no, that's his younger brother. Come on, Kevin. It's okay.
Come on, Kevin.
And then the thing is, there's this fucking. So he was in like a tag team with this guy who his whole thing now is he's like, everybody fucking hates me. The world's out to get me. It's all a conspiracy against me. And then he lost a WrestleMania match to fucking, what's his name? I don't know his name, but the jackass guy.
Oh yeah,
Like
Steve-O?
Is that the main guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
He lost a WrestleMania match to Steve-O.
Sick.
Because he got pinned because he got clapped by a giant mousetrap and couldn't move. And that was really fun.
That's pretty sick.
He got like hit in the balls with the fucking like a foot that swung around.
That's
was
very jackass.
It's just a whole bunch of like they had Pee Wee fucking body slam him and it was sick. But
that's pretty cool.
But that guy who's like everything's a conspiracy. So the dude who's like that's Elias was like, bro, I get it now. I understand. Gee, everybody's being so funny. He's like, bro, thank you for finally understanding. That is his younger brother, though. And it was really funny. And then I thought about that because he sat down and asked me if I liked wrestling like my dad while I was watching one of the videos where he's like, me and Elias sat here.
That's pretty sick.
No, it's just really funny. Wrestling is really fun sometimes. And like it's really funny sometimes. A lot of times it's just really good though. And no, I don't want to talk about wrestling too much. I'm done. No more wrestling.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say like I don't want to cut you off,
Yeah,
but
no
I
more
do
wrestling.
I do have some stuff to talk about with
Cool.
Origins. I think.
See, I got something to fucking say.
Yeah, I
And
got
it's the
some
N-word.
some fucking some takes here, some fucking opinions.
You got something to say, and it's the N-word. And then you just kept talking, and I was like, oh shit.
I didn't notice. Fuck.
I had to acknowledge it because otherwise someone's gonna listen to it and hear me go, and it's the N-word, and then they're
Guys,
gonna
no, guys, no.
You can't go, guys. No.
Fuck,
Fuck
bro.
you. Okay,
Fucking. You got something?
Okay, I need you to cut. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you gotta cut. You're
I
making me
need you
cut.
to. I need you to do something.
What?
We can do it later, but we need to promo the Chimcast at the beginning of the episode.
Oh, I mean, it's
Now-
close enough to the beginning now.
No, it's not.
Ah,
Because we're like 15 minutes in, and most people don't make it this far. If you're making it this far, you're probably also going to at least be aware of the Chimcast existence. So what we're going to do is we're going to record at the very end, and you're going to cut it into the beginning.
yeah.
Which isn't
cool.
as
I'll do
difficult
it.
to
Yeah,
edit.
that's fine. That's
That's
fine.
not a
I'll
difficult
do it.
to
I'll
edit.
do that. All
So-
this stays hidden.
Yeah, I was cool with that. All right, go, talk.
Okay, so
Hot take origin time.
hot take Origins time. So
Skylar.
thanks for the build-up, man. So I've pretty notoriously been the Origins contrarian on the
Like a
podcast.
cunt.
That's always been kind of my take. I've always kind of been that guy, and you know, being the kind of the Origins hater guy, it's honestly been kind of fun. I think it's to the point where like for a while I almost didn't even like allow myself to give the map a chance because like
Yeah.
it was just kind of fun being the contrarian, and I have like my genuine criticisms of the map. Like I had a hard time getting into it.
Mhm.
And so I maintained my contrarian position.
Yeah, I've always, as much as I hate Moon, it's so fun to hate Moon.
Yeah,
I love
'cause
just
it's fun to just be like a contrarian.
to just hate on something.
Yeah, especially for me with Origins because it's so popular. Everyone fucking loves it.
because it's in popularity, it's top 2.
Yeah. So
Shadows isn't as agreed upon as one of the best.
yeah, so
it's
it's
kind of just
it's
mobbing
fun to
Origins.
just be like the fuck Origins guy. But seeing as we're doing the Origin special, I figured I would let myself give the map a chance. I would stop doing the whole just like I hate Origins, not even like letting myself give it a try. Cuz like it's something that you even talked about, and I tried to defend myself on it a little bit, you saying like you're just not giving the map a chance because of like these criticisms you have. I fought against it cuz I had to like defend my position. You were right.
Yeah, I think
You were right on that.
I just had a few things you didn't like, and were like, and now I hate Origins.
And it kind of backed me into a corner. So having kind of backed off on that now, giving Origins more of a shake,
Shake
I
a
can
booty,
say,
shake a booty, shake a booty, shake a booty, shake a booty.
Jesus Christ. I can now say, I have you bamboozled.
I got played.
You got played. I'm so happy. Origins is not an S tier map for me. It doesn't crack the S tier. However, I'm willing to say that Origins is a high B, low A map.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
I played you. I'm so happy that you were like convinced that I was still just like
I'm gonna
anti-Origins
say, I'm
guy.
gonna say I wasn't. I thought I was like he's buying a lot of time here.
Yeah, when I started going, yeah, but
or not in this. I'm saying like you said no, and I was like, what if he's still lying? What if he's still lying?
I was still lying. You've caught me out in my lie.
Whatever. Keep going. I should let you believe that.
I'm gonna drop what I think is a hot take here about Origins. I prefer the BO3 version.
What is wrong with you?
I prefer the BO3 version of Origins.
So
that right there is a hot
me
take
to a great extent for a very specific reason, and it's the mud. Not because the mud is very much so worse in BO3, like we can all agree on this.
Yeah.
But that was one of the reasons you hated Origins, and they made it worse, and you prefer that one.
Yeah, it for me, I think it really just comes down to preferring the BO3 engine. Like, I just like how it feels more. I like how it plays more. Allowing myself to, like, look past the mud a little bit. It was always something that was annoying. It's annoying in BO3, but it's something that I can deal with. It's not that bad.
Personally,
and it's the engine improvement for me is enough.
I think that I don't like I think the engine doesn't play to Origin's strengths because just the way that the mud kind of functions and that like getting around the mud is either you're in an area that doesn't have mud or you're in an area that is 80% mud and then pathways, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't think that the BO3 system plays to that because you have to be very specific in your slides as to not end yourself in mud.
Yeah, there is a little bit more of like you gotta find like the right positions to move yourself in,
which I don't think is a good thing. I think it just makes the mud worse.
Yeah, it was kind of annoying at sometimes, but also after spending a decent bit of time playing the map and like getting set up on it, it wasn't too bad. Because also, something I feel like I should mention is I played a lot of Origins before this episode. I played a lot of it. I did a round 100 run, which I'm actually, at some point, I'm going to upload on my second channel.
Really?
The full run. Yeah, because I got, like, an actual respectable time, I think. I'm going to submit it on ZWR, and I'm going to be a top 5 Origins player. There's not a whole lot of competition, but just being able to say that I'm technically a top 5 Origins player in a fairly specific category is pretty cool.
Cool.
So yeah, that's my plan. I gotta go through and I gotta like manually time it because I didn't time it while I was playing and I gotta like see where I paused and all that. So that's gonna be annoying. Once I do that though, Origins round 100 run, going up on the second channel, it's gonna be like 3 hours and 50 minutes.
Sick.
So yeah, I played a lot of Origins. I had to do the setup a lot. Because I died a lot. Origins isn't really my map, so I had to learn the setup, and I had to learn how to play it. And then also, I'm just not great at zombies sometimes. I just, like, fucked up and, like, didn't get the setup I wanted.
You're washed.
Only on BO2.
Black Ops 2 Origins.
Specifically, we'll talk about that later.
I was like, yep.
We'll see, yep. We'll talk about it later.
Frustrating.
We'll talk about it.
It's so frustrating, and I hate it because we can't yell at anything because just...
It was mostly just us being dumb.
Yeah, there's not a lot. There was one instance in the game being bad, and even that wouldn't have mattered because we still were stupid.
Yeah, it's just...
Whatever.
We'll talk about it later. But yeah, I did a lot of the early game setup, and I haven't touched too many of... Like, I haven't done the lightning staff or the wind staff, like, recently. But I have upgraded the fire staff. I have done the ice staff a bunch. I do still. I will say. I have my problems with Origins still. Certainly not a perfect map. There's a reason it's not in my S tier. However, yeah, overall, it was pretty fun. I had a good time on Origins. Playing to round 100, getting like a decent time and all that. I understand Origins a bit better. I've allowed myself to get it. It was fun being the contrarian guy, being the Origins hater, but I like backed myself into a corner with my arguments. I didn't really have much ground to stand on anymore. So you could say I was falling into some mud in my arguments. That was terrible.
That was really bad. That was bad. You could have been like, so I was pushed back, like I was in the trenches, just defending my point, but I didn't have a lot to fall back on. I don't know where that was gonna go. I moved my head as if I was making a comment about it, but I did it anyway. But in fairness, you could still label yourself as the Origins hater, because the majority have it S. And if you're a high A, low B, that's still technically, I'd say, a hot take.
Low A, high B.
Did I misspeak? I say high A, low B?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. You still get the point. It sits at the very top of B or like the very low of A for me.
Yeah, you could make a case that that's still a hot take, and you could still be the Origins hater if you want.
Yeah, it's also still a hot take to say that I prefer the BO3 version, because I think that's generally the unpopular opinion.
Because it's just a worse map.
I just enjoy the BO3 engine so much more. I don't like the way Black Ops 2 feels all that much, especially now.
Neither do I. I also prefer the BO3 engine quite a lot, but I think that the BO3 engine does not play well to Origins.
Yeah, I do understand that. I get that.
I think that the best engine for BO Origins would be BO1 probably. Just because I feel like BO1 is cleaner than BO2.
I don't like the BO1 engine feel too much either.
Hate the way that you
look. I don't like the BO1 engine on PC. It feels off to me.
I hate how you look.
Something about it just doesn't feel right. BO3 feels so clean and so like responsive and just like super smooth.
I don't get it. I think BO1 feels super clean. I think BO1 is the most clean feeling.
Well, it might be like a mouse and keyboard thing, because on BO1
I play on mouse and keyboard.
There's like a weird like almost like input lag type thing for me that I get. Maybe that's just like a setting. Maybe it's me being dumb. Maybe it's like a placebo thing.
Maybe you have a 0.5 second delay on input, and you're like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it just feels off to me.
But yeah, I mean, I play on keyboard and mouse. I only play on controller on
playing BO1 on console and playing with a controller. It feels good. Other than me not liking controller, like it feels better to me on controller. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but BO1 just doesn't feel great on PC to me. That's probably just me being dumb, but
yeah, it is you being dumb.
Still, I like the BO3 engine a lot. Yeah, the high round strat on Origins also, or at least like the early high round strat, the fire tunnel ice staff camping. Why did I struggle so much on that? It's a pretty fun strategy. I enjoyed it. It's not the craziest. It's just like it's different than a lot of the other BO3 high rounds where it's just like run in circle with the AAT, which is nice. You just get to use the ice staff the entire time. It's really nice.
I'm just thinking about it. I find it super funny that you hated Origins, gave it a real chance, and you're like, I like it now. I can kind of understand where everyone's coming from. I gave Moon a legitimate chance and hated it more. I gave it a legit chance. I didn't fuck around. I rolled up and was like, okay, let's clear up everything I've had, and we'll try to enjoy this map. And it's just terrible. It's just the worst map that's ever happened.
Yeah, it's just because Origins at a base level I think is a good map.
Yeah, you said before that you think it's a good map. But just
something that I had a hard time getting into.
Yeah, that's just,
which I still in like
C and shit.
Yeah, I still stand by the fact that it is like kind of a hard map to get into. It's got some like, at least to me, it had some like barriers to entry or some things that just kind of put me off of it at first, which kept me away from it.
I don't know if I personally agree with barriers to entry, but
maybe not like barriers, but just stuff that kind of like pushes you away.
But I think that like fucking, like the stabs are all a process that isn't easy to understand, I think.
Yeah, if you're a new zombies player, you're gonna like
Yeah.
lose your mind with the stabs.
Because like with like the Apothecary Servant, it's like you obviously have to build that, but you build it, you get it at peak power.
It's fairly simple, yeah.
But with the Thunder Gun, nope. with the Ice Staff, you fucking like you build it and it's shit.
Yeah, it's not good on upgrade.
And then you upgrade it and it's one of the best weapons you've ever had statistically.
Yeah. It doesn't honestly, the Ice Staff really doesn't feel that good to use just playing normally. There's like
it doesn't.
It doesn't feel that good. Because it's a sick wonder weapon. It does not feel good to use
because you don't kill them instantly.
Yeah, there's like that small delay.
It's a few seconds. There's slower.
There's the charge up time already, which takes like a second, half second, or whatever.
I never personally minded the charge time.
I don't mind the charge up time, but it does give that extra like time before you shoot, and then you shoot it, and then there's like another half second delay.
Yeah.
Or whatever, where you have to wait for it to actually kill stuff.
Yeah, which is why running around with the Ice Staff is always a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
Because with the Wind Staff, it's just instant.
Yeah, Wind Staff is just a Thunder Gun, which is sick.
It's just Thunder Gun.
Yeah.
Thunder Gun with some charge up time.
Yeah. And that. Well, does the Wind Staff, isn't it just like the normal shot is like the Thunder Gun shot, and then it's got the charge up, which is like
yes, but the
stationary attack.
Yeah, but the normal shot doesn't always one shot.
Oh,
which is for a bit, but up to like I think like 30, 40 something doesn't one shot.
Damn,
anymore.
that's a low round for it to not one shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stabs are interesting. I still personally don't find them all too like exciting or like I don't know, they don't get me in the same way, in the same coolness as a lot of wonder weapons.
They don't get you going.
Yeah. Like especially using something like the Ice Staff. It's less cool to me now because it just doesn't feel that good to use.
Yeah, we kind of just fundamentally disagree on that thing, where it's like I think that a weapon does not need to be cool at all, or does not need to be good at all to be cool. It can be super bad and terrible, but it can be pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, there's that to an extent, but if a weapon is cool and also really powerful, that ups its coolness factor. At least for me.
Yeah, I disagree. I think I can like it more, but I don't think it doesn't. To me, the coolness factor is completely different.
Yeah, because to me, the coolness factor is partially in like just how effective the weapon is.
Yeah,
if a weapon is like really powerful, then that's just inherently cool.
Yeah,
that's part of the reason why the Apothecon is so cool to me, is because not only is it like a pretty sick weapon at a base level, it's a fucking like squid void shooter gun.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
I think a squid who shoots a fucking portal to like the dark ether or something, whatever the hell
that's
it
so
is,
cool.
Is sick as shit.
And it's also one of the best wonder weapons of all time, and that just raw effectiveness, just shoot down, zombies just get sucked in instantly, and it holds for like a good few seconds.
Yeah,
that makes it way cooler to me.
To me, I disagree.
That makes it, cause like if the Apothecon wasn't very good, then like it looks kind of sick, but then you use it and you're just like, oh, no. Well, that's what it is for me.
Yeah, I disagree. I just disagree with that.
Yeah, that's fair, but that's just where I stand, and that's kind of how I feel about some of the stabs. I will say, having used the Fire Staff a little bit, that one's pretty cool. Fire Staff is pretty good.
Of all the stabs, that one's pretty cool. That's the coolest one.
Yeah, the Wind I've used in the
past.
I
think the coolest one is the Ice Staff, but we just disagree. The least cool is the fucking Lightning Staff.
Yeah, Lightning Staff kind of.
You shoot a ball that shoots things.
Yeah, in concept, a Staff of Lightning should be fucking sick.
Right.
But then it's just because it sucks. It's not good.
Oh, ugly bitch. But I think the Lightning Staff could have been so much cooler if it fucking, rather than shooting a ball down, it like you shot it down and there was like clouds that just zombies that walked in got fucking
yeah.
That would have been
kind of like what they did with the Pegasus Strike or whatever from Ancient Evil.
No idea what that. I've never.
That's like it's almost like kind of similar where it like the lightning comes down from the sky. Like you plant like a spear into the ground, and then the Pegasus comes and flies over and zaps the zombies while they get attracted to it.
It's great. It's just the amount of difference would have made it. That oh my god. Oh, my chest hurts now. Concern. But the amount of difference it would have made for it to rather than the ball be in the ground, that the ball was in the air, and that it would shoot zombies when it came into a proximity.
Yeah, if
It's
like
just
just
such a
some
huge
cool
difference.
special effect like that would make it so much cooler.
So much cooler.
Yeah, the wind staff though is pretty good. It's not super cool, but it feels better
Yeah.
to use.
Especially because there's so little of a visual effect.
Yeah,
But
because it's wind. What can you really do?
right.
There's not a lot there, but it feels good to use, which makes it a little bit cooler to me.
See, and with the fire staff, I'm a little torn because what I found, the fire staff, you can't see it very well. A lot of times, it doesn't come through super well.
Yeah, especially I don't know about the BO3 version, but the BO2 version, the special effects are like kind of subtle.
Yeah, they just kind of stop. They just kind of fucking were like, we're gonna make the ice one really cool.
Fucking blizzard, bro.
A blizzard that spins around you that just creates
Yeah.
a fucking circle of impenetrability.
It's fucking crazy. And then fire, it's just
And then
like
fire, it's
you know,
like
floor's lava.
blop, 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 blop,
Yeah, but
blop,
then
blop.
the fire staff is like pretty good.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty powerful. It's a strong wonder weapon. It feels good to
Yeah,
use.
it's-
It works pretty quickly.
Again, statistically, it's 990, right?
It's like 9/120 when it's
Oh
upgraded.
yeah, then it's
It,
fucking.
it starts off
then
at
it, then,
9.
it, then it is statistically better than the ice staff.
I don't think so because the like
Nope.
lava area lasts for a shorter amount of time. I think
no.
it's also a smaller area, so it can't kill stuff as effectively.
No, eat my balls.
So I think it depends
eat
on
my
where you are,
balls.
but I think the ice staff probably
Eat.
does have it beat out still. For
Eat my balls.
also the fire staff is just broken, which is why no one talks about
But it's
it ever.
broken, which
It-
sucks.
It sucks. It's
You
still.
would think they would have fixed it at some point.
I'm pretty sure it's still broken in BO3, right? Because nobody uses it there either.
No idea.
I don't actually know. Maybe it's just because there's no reason to have a second staff in BO3 because it's BO3,
Yeah.
and you just need the ice staff for the first like 150 rounds, and then you just train down in the staff area.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so what's good about Origins? Just give me a list. What's good about Origins?
What do I enjoy about Origins? Well, nothing really. Going back to my old ways, it's already over. The ruse, you've been double bamboozled.
The double bamboozle. This whole bit's been a lie.
Everything I've said.
High C,
false.
low B. Hi, Jambo.
Low C, high D.
Hide these nuts in your mouth.
He fucking mic dropped in everything. God damn. He's taking a fucking lap, bro. Holy shit, look at him. Jesus Christ. Just had
It
to
sound
had
real
to
bad.
make sure that OBS was recording. I got scared for a second. It is.
Oh, fucking the Boomhilda been down, bro. The Origins at the Boomhilda's down.
Oh fuck.
Also, I've decided that our the announcement made about 40 minutes into the podcast episode, the final map will be Shadows.
Okay.
The
Well,
final map.
sure. Have it be your map, whatever. Fucking okay.
Your map was like the third one, bro.
Yeah, fuck you.
We did your map like 4 months ago.
Die.
Rise. That's gonna be the last episode because I love Die Rise.
You are a liar.
Yeah, we also already did Die Rise.
Yeah, we did. We
Yeah, okay? What's good about Origins? Let's say what's good about Origins that you didn't believe before, or what, or just things that changed from before.
The things that changed from before, a lot of the setup once I actually learned it is pretty fun.
Yeah.
A lot of the setup is just like fun to do. I stand by the fact that a couple of the staff upgrades are a little bit cringe.
Yeah,
Like having to have a key for the ice staff sucks, and also the
Okay, I think you're wrong on that.
I
isn't accurate.
I don't mind having to just look it up. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
No. That was like the first game I've done it with a key. I don't use keys for that usually.
Yeah, but still,
because-
most people probably just pull up a key. Nobody really just memorizes that shit.
I mean, I don't have it memorized. I'm just like, so I know, like, the less things that are on it, the less things are going to be on the tablet.
I mean, yeah, you can kind of tell, but it's also just like you're not gonna fucking most people aren't gonna memorize it or have it like figured out like
I mean,
that.
sure, but you could say that for like literally everything in
I mean, yeah,
zombies.
but it doesn't make some of the other steps better.
I mean, the free gat is literally 5 skulls that are hidden around the map that you need to be in Afterlife to see, and after that you have to memorize where they are.
Yeah, but at least you can just like see them. That is a little bit cringe, but it's also a little bit easier to just like
I mean,
memorize those locations.
I mean,
once
yeah,
you know
but
'em.
I shoot the circle, and then that's the dot, and then I go, okay. So that's
What?
that.
Shoot
I
the
sh-
circle.
I know that the circle is the dot, so I shoot the dot and go, okay.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Yeah,
mob still. I was like,
misspoke,
what the fuck are you
misspoke,
talking about?
misspoke, you understand. But so I see the circle on the tablet, and I go, okay, so the tablet up there is it the dot? Yes. Got it.
Yeah, I don't think that that's a great upgrade step. I don't mind it as much anymore, but I also don't think it's great. Also, the fire staff upgrade is a little bit cringe.
That's the only one I need a key for. It's the only one I need one for.
Yeah, you need a key for that one. That one's kind of to me that's similar to the ice staff in that you just look up a key and then it's easy.
I don't think that
but,
you don't need a key for it. I think.
I mean, yeah,
But I
it's
think
also
that
just like
it just changes enough, and then like it's all just a little different, and I don't. Not as huge on that one.
yeah,
Maybe it's just because I never used the fire staff because I don't know if you know this, but it's actually broken for high rounds, and maybe it's just because of that. And I always use the ice staff, so I have the ice staff memorized a little bit. I don't have the fire staff memorized. Yeah, the fire staff is like the only one that your mom fucked me on.
the fuck, man.
So what else is good?
I like how we started talking about good stuff, and then it was just like, yeah, these upgrade steps are kind of cringe though.
Yeah, keep talking.
One of the things that I had as a reason that I didn't really like the map was the mud, and I know I don't mind the mud as much anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's annoying, but it's also not like
Yeah, I don't like the mud, but
I
it adds something to the map. That's like this is different than other maps.
What I think is that the mud shouldn't be in like the robot feet and a couple places like that. I think the robot feet, those areas don't really need the mud because there's not really a reason for you to like be all that restricted in those areas. I think that the mud makes sense on like the tank pads and stuff in like those big open areas where it would just be like without the mud it would be super easy to just like train up there or like chill there. I think it makes sense having mud in like just like those areas.
I think I agree. I sat and thought about it. I give it a good think.
Yeah, 'cause those are areas where I think they're just kind of like open, empty space. I don't think those should be areas where you're like spending a lot of time, or it should be like a trade-off if you want to stay there. Like with the high rounds, you can camp there, but you do have to contend with the mud still. I think that balance kind of works. I don't think you need the mud like in the robot feet because those are just like areas that you're going to be traversing through in the map like
Yeah,
often.
I agree.
Where it doesn't really need to be there because it's just kind of in the way and annoying.
I
It
would
doesn't
say
really
that
add anything.
I would say I'm gonna give you a reason. I don't think it's a good reason, but I think it's the reason that is the way that it is. Is that it is purely for the stone, for the G strikes.
That's probably part of it. But even then, there's only one area where you have to avoid mud. There's a single spot where you have to avoid mud, and then you make it back smooth sailing.
Bust a nut. Skrilla.
What?
Vanilla.
What are you talking about?
Killa.
Dude, stop.
I'm a villain.
Fuck, bro.
So that's like.
What'd you say?
What else do you like?
I enjoy the process of getting the generators on. That feels like a good progression of going around the map.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel too overwhelming. It's not too hard, but it's just like it gives you something to focus on in the early game.
I also think that it kind of it forces you to be in the whole map.
Yeah, you have to go through the whole map.
Yeah,
I like the way that you get the ice staff. I like pretty much all of the initial getting the staff parts. I think all of that is good for every single one of them.
Yeah, God, I think Origins does a great job of utilizing all of the space.
Yeah, every single area in the map you're gonna be visiting multiple times in the game.
Yeah, Origins is a huge map and could really. We've talked about it before. I don't know if you've changed your opinion. I doubt you have because you would be wrong to do so. But Origins could really use another form of fast travel.
Yeah, because there is one thing with kind of relating to the generators that I still don't like, which is the gen rounds, the rounds where the Templar Knights.
Yeah.
The reason I don't think that would be a problem if there was something in place that stopped the Templar zombies from spawning at any generator at any point.
Yeah, or
if
there was just fast travel.
Or if there was fast travel, so that... Because there are some situations where you just physically cannot stop them from taking a generator.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you can do about it.
It's weird. It's an objective round with it's like a dog round within an objective round within a normal round that could also be a Panzer round. You know?
Yeah, I don't even mind it also falling on a Panzer round necessarily, because by the time you're getting one of those gen rounds, you're probably set up enough to deal with the Panzer.
Yeah, it might not be going to deal with the Panzer. It's just about.
It's just an extra annoyance.
It's an extra annoyance because the
Panzer, it's a lot.
Because regardless, set up or not, the Panzer can take you a second. Regardless of whether or not that's a long second, or if it's you turn around and go blah 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 blah. Or not, it's gonna take you a second, and especially on Origins, that second can be very important.
Yeah, so,
of all the maps, I feel like Origins is the most of it's a matter of seconds.
Yeah, there are a lot of times like that
because there's so many things in the map that are all RNG based that are time sensitive.
Yeah, like the fucking robot, Jesus Christ.
Which I don't inherently mind. I think things.
I don't mind it. I'm just mad about the game from earlier still.
Yeah.
Which we'll get into probably pretty soon here.
I don't mind it, but I think that there being no fast travel makes it very difficult.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much.
Yeah, Origins I think does the best job of any map at utilizing all of the space for it all to be important.
Yeah, there are reasons to go back to every spot in the game multiple times. Like the spawn area, you're going to be going back to stop the gen rounds, and if you need to rebuy QR, there's a Wonder Fizz in there, a reward chest.
Mm-hmm. It's all there. It also
Gen 2 has the G strikes and there's the tank spot over there.
There's also the ice staff upgrade spot that's there.
Yep.
There's
obviously the ice disc.
Yeah.
That's there as well.
Yeah,
the generator.
Yeah.
Gen 3 I think doesn't have quite as much, but Gen 3 pathway has the fire tunnel in it.
Has the fire tunnel.
Has the fire tunnel, which you'll need to go to if you want to upgrade if you want to get the fire staff at all.
Yeah.
And then also Speed Cola, obviously, if you want to go buy that, you're going to be going back there. A mystery box spot.
I think with every generator, hell always has that. And then the bunker is less important, and I think I've always felt like they could do something more with the bunker.
Yeah, the bunker is kind of like the bunker to me though is just like a transitional area. That's what it kind of does. I don't think it necessarily needs to be more. And it also has a buildable station, so it gives you the option.
That's true, I guess.
And also, if you're doing a high rounder, depending on what you're doing, that is just the shield spot in a lot of situations.
Yeah.
For most people, probably not, but even then, you could still. It's a place for the Maxistrone to go. So so it does give you a spot
in fairness
to
me, the when I think of the shield spot, it's Winds Tunnel. When I think of the Max's spot, it's
Church.
It's Church. So while there's a build spot there, it's a build spot that I very rarely personally use.
Yeah, but it still does have use, and it gives a reason for that part of the map to be there, other than also just being a transitional space.
It does split the map in half. From there's a very definitive.
Yeah.
Beginning of the game. We always talk early. There's no way. There's no way.
Keep talking.
Okay, there we go. I thought he was gonna fucking curl up and sit there, bro. But there's a definitive, early game, mid game, late game. It's a very definitive the start of the game, the very, very beginning.
Yeah.
To the early game.
Yeah.
That's the transition.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, Gen 2. Do we say Gen 2 has a tank?
Yeah, I said the tank spot.
I didn't remember that. But yeah, then just the whole fucking main area, the whole center of the map.
Yeah, there's that middle area. You've got like wall buys all over the place. You've
Obviously,
got
you have the excavation site, which is there's so much shit there.
Yeah,
Dude,
there's,
I don't
like-
even have to say it.
there's Gen 4, which has Jug, and it has a Wonder Fizz. All of the gens have a Wonder Fizz spot,
Wonder Fizz, they got
mystery box spot,
and then you have the wind tunnel, which is huge, and there's
another buildable station
another
there, and like
buildable. There's 2 upgrades. There's 2 things for staff upgrades. There's a disc there.
soul chest in that area
Soul
as well.
Oh yeah, soul chests are a fucking thing. Gen 5 obviously has the lightning staff. It has
Yep.
stamina, which is huge.
Has the what is it? The which
The wind disc is there.
it's got the tunnel, lightning tunnel, right?
I said that. That's the first thing I said.
Not true.
Also, there's the magma collider Easter egg, which is just sick. Also, there's just dig spot. There's just so much stuff. There's so much
dig
stuff.
spots all over the map in all of these areas.
But then Gen 6 has the church, which is used for so many things.
Yeah, church has another buildable spot. It's where the tank spawns in. It's got the fire disc. It's got the ice tunnel. It's got another reward chest.
It has one of the steps to upgrade the fire staff. The whole map is littered with fucking, what are they called? The
lightning staff upgrade
Yeah.
bits. There's also every area has the robot steps, which you need to interact with if you're gonna be going for the wind staff.
Every spot in the map is important.
Yeah, that is something that I can appreciate about Origins. They use their space. It's a big map, and they use
but it's all
every
used.
bit of it.
Like
Even like the empty areas, it's like the tank path, and then
Yeah.
there's like ways that it connects back into each other, and then if you have the Boom Hilda, you can get around it. You can like make jumps and stuff with it.
The boom hill is so sick.
Boom Hilda's a fucking sick weapon.
It's a sick weapon, and also it's just perfect for the tank path.
It's super fun.
Just
It's-
hopping up, bring, as you just
I feel like it's a missed opportunity that they didn't do more things like
Right.
that with the starting weapon.
It's crazy that they were like, here is a new starting weapon for Shadows of Evil, and it's just the Mustang and Sally, but it's got some more ammo.
Yeah,
in its
but
back
even the Bloodhound to me is like better than what we got after that because it's different. It plays
Yeah.
different in the early game
And
because
then
it's a bit more powerful.
It's a bit more powerful, but then
which
the
is a
MR6
nice switch up.
The MR6 is just the Colt.
It's just the
It's
1911.
just a Colt.
It would have been so cool if they had given that a different pack-a-punch or just given you a different starting pistol with different stats in the early game.
Yeah, just them doing that. It's a thing. It's something they never did. That they never like in BO3 they could have given us a new pistol for every map and made it different.
Yeah, or they could have just like had multiple pistols and then just like thrown them on whatever maps, done anything like that.
Nah.
Well, I don't mean like switching between them or whatever. I just mean like some maps have different pistols.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be every map. It could be like DLC 1 and 2 have like
Yeah, just
something different.
Just something different.
And then that also like they could have done something cool with the RK5, made that something unique since that's like the super egg weapon that you get.
It's super weapon, and they knew they were doing that. They knew it.
Yeah, they had to have known that. So they could have done something cool with that, made it like a cool weapon to pack a punch, or at least like retroactively changed it, or even made it so that the RK5 that you spawn with gets a special upgrade. Imagine how fucking cool that would be.
Yeah, rather
if
than
you do a
just
super Easter egg and then you get a unique weapon for it that you get rewarded for holding on to.
Yeah,
that would have been super cool, but they didn't do anything like that. Origins is like the only time that they tried doing something like that.
And that's why Origins is the best half of all time.
It makes Origins special because it's the only map you get the Mauser on.
Bro, I looked over and went and was like, oh, not our cat, the fake one, the fake cat.
That's funny.
Hey pal.
So yeah, the spawn weapon is a big thing. Boom Hilda is cool, and just having a different pistol that fits the time period makes such a difference.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Also, Origins does have some unique weapons on it too. Those are cool, like getting the MP40 and the STG. That feels really nice.
Yeah, especially because it is an interesting thing that they would never get the chance to do again, just because of attachments being added to guns and shit.
Oh yeah, the different variants from the mystery box.
Is that you can buy a bunch of guns off the wall, but if you get it from the mystery box, it has an attachment. The B23R has extended clip. AK has extended clip.
Extended mag.
Same thing.
Fuck you.
The MP40 is adjustable stock. I think that's it.
I think there might be something else. I don't remember it. There's also Origins also just has unique box weapons. It's got the Scorpion, it's got the Scar, it's got the MG08.
Yep.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, the MG08 is so hype.
It's got G strikes too. G strikes are a super cool equipment.
Super cool, and one of the few things I think BO3 does better because BO3 actually gives you 3 of them and gives you a reason to not just get monkeys instead. Because no one goes, God, thank God I had the monkey bombs. That'll kill me some zombies. No one says that. No one says that.
Yeah.
You get the monkeys and you go, thank God, if I need a moment, I can get a moment.
Yeah. It just buys you some time. So in BO3, there's actually a reason to go for G strikes because it's just like a guaranteed way to get a monkey bomb, basically.
Yeah. Also more powerful and just cooler monkey bomb.
Yeah. And also, I think it throws faster too.
Yeah, because you just go.
Whereas the monkey bomb, it's got a bit of a wind-up time. Either way, it's worth it, and it's
I hit the mic. I'm so sorry.
the fact that you get 3 in BO3 is very nice.
Yeah, whatever. But it's just good. I love
So yeah,
Origins.
there are some of the good aspects of Origins.
What was okay? Did anything become bad through this process that you didn't think was bad before?
I'm not sure anything necessarily became worse. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't think anything became worse. It's either stuff kind of stayed the same, or my opinions were like a bit more formed on stuff, or I saw something in like a different light, or something just seemed cooler to me, or seemed better. I will say,
yeah, you're gonna say something.
I think that I still don't like the Panzer too much. I think that there's a slightly different reason that I don't like it as much, which is that I don't mind when it comes in early game. It's a little bit bullet spongy. It's a little bit annoying to fight him, but he's not too bad. My biggest issue with the Panzer now is like how he scales.
He doesn't.
Which he does. It's just you're either like fighting for your life against him tooth and nail, like throwing all your ammo in at him, or he's a pushover. And there's no in between, which I don't like. I don't like that.
I think that because you're right.
I think
There's
that
no
I think that
argument.
there's some level of like he should either not like completely change your early game, or that's fine, whatever. Make him so
But-
that he doesn't just he's not just a pushover boss.
But the fucking Mark II, the boom
Mark
Hilda,
II
and the fire staff shouldn't just melt the shit out of him.
Yeah, also something I don't know. There are ways to deal with the Panzer infinitely. I know I don't know how you do it in BO2, but in BO3, if you just pull out the revive stick on the staff, it's just an insta kill always.
That's crazy.
Like
Not
you
a thing, not a
just
thing in BO2. They
you just
changed
shoot
it.
down Ice Staff, he'll get like stunned. You pull out the revive stick and you shoot him and he dies, and that's how you deal with the Panzer. That's what I had to do in my high round games, and that's how he goes down.
Yep, not how it is in BO2 from everything that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
In BO2,
Now,
in BO2, the Segment's Vigor is just a nothing gun most of the time.
yeah.
It's not a nothing gun, but it's like a.
It's a revive stick, and that's all it is.
All right, we're out of ammo. We've got 4 shots. Let's hope we get a max. That's about all it is.
Yeah. Yeah, something that I do at least like about the Panzer is that he stays, like, he can still kill you pretty quickly.
Yep.
Like, he's still a deadly boss. Like, in one of my games, I made it to, like, 70 or something, and it was my fault that I died. I was being dumb. I had the portal down in the fire area, and I accidentally stepped into it while the Panzer was there. And then I came back through, and the Panzer was just right there. And he just, like, he almost instantly killed me.
Jeez.
Wait, I was trying to run through. He was just there. I don't remember exactly what happened. I think I tried to get past him or something, and I got brushed up against him, and in a second I was dead. He hit me, burned me a little, and I was done.
It's something that I think is interesting about the Panzer in comparison to like every other boss, is that every other boss, like the way that the boss interacts with like the weapons of the game, like is handled well, I think.
Yeah.
In comparison to the Panzer when he doesn't. Because
Yeah,
like in Shadows,
You can't do shit to the Margwa with the Apothicon.
Apothicon Servant just shuts him down for a second.
It like stuns him. It'll do a little bit, but it doesn't kill him instantly.
It doesn't do damage.
The boss like counters him. I'm pretty.
Well,
I think at least on Revelations you can take out the Margwa with the.
Really?
Or maybe it's the Panzer. I don't know.
Yeah,
you can use the Apothicon to kill one of the boss zombies. In there.
But the servant does not kill the Margwa. The Margwa just goes. Woo.
Yeah, and even then, it's not worth it because even if you could take out like a head at a time, you're using 3 shots of your 10.
Yeah, that's no good. And then, but like, on fucking Mob.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Mob,
the Blunder Gat, the regular Gat, is pretty good against Brutus.
And
just
the
high damage.
The Sweeper's pretty good.
You can just like bop him and he dies.
But the Acid Gat don't work like that.
It doesn't do a fucking thing to him.
Ain't like that. In fairness, Joe got the Mark II, which just beams him.
Yeah, Mark II is just. I think the Mark II is a little bit too good, just a little bit.
Mayhaps.
Just if they just scaled it back, made it not as crazy against bosses.
Yeah, I think that bosses should stay bosses.
Yeah, I think there needs to be better. Like I don't know exactly because I think that the Panzer in Origins. I don't know if I necessarily like his level when you don't have like a staff or one of the crazy guns because I think he might be just a little bit too bullet spongy still.
Fair.
He's not too hard to fight, but he's just kind of spongy. Like you just have to shoot him a lot and use a lot of ammo.
Do you know what the Panzer does in on Horizon other than the lightning bow?
The other like different than Origins?
No, just like the lightning bow. He can get like shot.
You mean like what other like counters he has?
Yeah,
or like what the bows do?
Yeah, because like the lightning bow doesn't do any damage to him. He just goes way.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the other bow. I think the wolf bow probably doesn't have an effect on him. Yeah. If I had to guess. But same with probably the void bow and probably the fire bow.
Might cop him.
Maybe I don't know about the other bows. I don't know.
But like you could have had shit where like.
You could,
the wind bow will like just
the wind staff.
Yeah, it just like pulls them around.
Yeah, that could have been cool, giving him like unique effects, but make him like low damage.
Yeah, and then like the fucking the fire bow, he just like trudges through it.
Yeah.
Or then like the lightning bow.
Do you mean the staves?
Yeah, no, I was saying that on purpose.
Cringe.
I don't know. Maybe he just is like, and he's like electrocuted or something. I don't know. That one's less cool.
Yeah, it's
lightning
still
staff stays less cool.
Yeah, they should have just made it so that he like got stunned, but his Panzer armor was like resistant to the elements.
He just like interacts with it or something.
Because like something like in my 100 game, I'm pretty sure into like the 50s, just the regular ice staff shots were killing the Panzer, like the charge shots. Like they were just down. I didn't even have to do anything.
It's not like that in BO2.
Yeah, the Panzer was just like going down though.
Yeah, Panzer eats those better in BO2, but I think the Panzer also probably reacts to the Boomhilda and the Mark II better in BO3.
Yeah.
Because in BO2, bro, it melts him. You just gone.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I do still I have my criticism still. I think the Panzer is a little bit not well balanced. I think that the map could use a little less mud, a little more fast travel.
Yeah,
and the generator rounds could have some like all they need
be fixed by fast travel.
Sure, and also it would also just be nice. It would be nice if it was just like depending on what like sector of the map you were in, they couldn't spawn a gen like the Templar zombies past a certain point.
Yeah, we're complaining about the guys again. I don't know where it cut.
Yeah, it cut somewhere. The Templar zombies should just like die, honestly.
Yeah, or you should be able to like lock down a generator or something.
Yeah, I don't know. That could be cool as like a later game thing, as like maybe make it so that you can only lock down certain generators. I don't know.
Just something. They could have done
something like that. They could have done something, or just the easiest thing is just make it so that if you're in a certain sector of the map, they can't spawn in like sectors that are too far.
If you're in 6, they can't spawn in 1.
Yeah, maybe
they just shouldn't be able to spawn in the first generator.
Yeah, or maybe just make it so that like they spawn like just in the area you're in. Like if you're in the no man's land area, they're at 4 or 5. if you're
Yeah.
in like the spawn sector, they'll be at 2 or 3.
Yeah,
and if you're at Gen 6, then they'll spawn at Gen 6.
So I thought about that in my mind. I was like, yeah, but if they'd be there, it'd be too easy. And I thought about it, and I was like, but the Hellhound rounds are nothing.
Yeah, it's not like the
They're
round's a hard
literally free
thing
rounds.
anyway.
They're literally free rounds.
Yeah. So it's not like you're ruining the balance. It just means that it like diverts your attention, and if you're like not on the generator, you have to like move to a different bit of the map still.
Actually,
but it gives you the time to get there.
You can kind of quote unquote lock them down.
How so?
You just let them take all the generators except for
Yeah,
one.
but then the problem with that is you don't have the gens on anymore, so it shuts down a lot of what you can do on the map.
Yeah, dickhead.
Which just like if you're doing a high round or something, that's what you do. And then I do like that you can kind of guarantee a max ammo with that. Gives a little bit of strategy and interest to later game.
Oh,
I like that.
fucked. I'm
But then
tired.
if you're just like playing normally, if you're like in a normal run, you're gonna want all the gens on pretty much all the time, so that you have
But
access to Pack-a-Punch and so that you can just get all the perks
I
you
didn't
need.
mean a whole lot by that. I was just like, you can't technically, you can.
Yeah,
By
it's
just
not a
having
solution
the
though.
rest that are on. But yeah, just get something. Anything else?
There's
Or-
also there's a weird bug with them where in BO2 if you kill them at like when they're in between gens, do they drop the max?
Nope.
No, that might not be a bug. I don't know.
Yep,
It's
just
annoying
don't,
though.
They just don't do it.
When they're like transitioning, like if you wait for them to get to a different generator, they'll drop the max. But if you're transitioning, they don't. Which I just it seems weird that you have to like let them take another gen or start taking one.
I don't mind it personally. I don't mind it because it's just like you're given a window of time to kill them. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I guess so. I found it a little bit annoying when I was playing.
I also wish that they would just go like I wish if there was a Gen 1 they didn't just like kind of pick one to go to. They would go to Gen 2.
Yeah, that would
And
that
they
would be
would go
nice
to
if they had
Gen
like a
3.
set path that they took.
Yeah, a set patch. Like, they just
Or
go
maybe
up.
even if they just like spawn away from you, make it so that when they take the gen, they path to one that's closer to you. Like they path towards the player so that if you want to just wait on that gen, if you're not in that area of the map, then you can just like
they could have done more.
like they'll guarantee.
We're talking too much about the rounds. They could have done more with them.
Yeah, they're annoying. Panzer is annoying. Some of the upgrades and stuff are a little bit. You know what? We're this far in. We haven't even talked about our fucking game that we've had yet.
Yeah, I was really hoping you would finish your thing. That's why I was kind of.
It's fine. This will
trending
be
in
a
that
little bit
direction.
longer of an episode. That's fine.
I'm tired.
Fuck you.
This fucking bullshit game. I'm no longer tired. This piece of shit game. So, this not even a game. This is a session. So we start playing. We're like, okay, we're gonna run orders. We're gonna beat the Easter egg because it's the Easter egg that I know mostly by heart, and I can run us through.
Yeah, we wanted to give it a playthrough before the episode just to get another run of the.
He wanted to get run Easter egg. I just kind of want to play Origins.
Yeah.
But so we run it. Around 4, Sky goes down.
Oh God, yeah. Don't man.
The whole thing.
Man.
I go to
Man.
res him. I then go down. I don't remember how. I think I might have just gotten fucked by having to go res you.
Maybe yeah. Whatever.
However,
bad
I could have
situation.
been fine. So in fairness, I choked
Yeah.
a little bit, but
Yeah.
whatever.
We were.
Sky then goes down again.
Game's over.
The game's over, and it was like, oh shit. We
We're-
start another game.
Both playing kind of bad.
Start another game. We're in the spawn room. Sky goes down.
Yep.
Ends
I'm
the
washed.
game. He's washed. Start another game. I think on round like 3 or 4, we both go down. And it was like, what the fuck is happening?
That was the point where we were both just like, we're fucking washed.
We're
bro.
washed.
Me
It's
especially, but we're both washed.
But we're both washed. And then I think it was our fourth game that we actually got our game.
Yeah, we actually got to start. I think
Something like that.
I think I still went down on that game early on.
Yeah, I think you did, but whatever. We get our game going. We get the stabs. Not as smooth as possible, but
But
whatever.
it's as smooth as you can kind of expect from
as smooth
like,
as you can ask for if you're not speedrunning.
Yeah, and also if you haven't played Origins in a while, we like pretty much had that shit unlocked
A
still.
little bit of rust.
It's rust, but it was like considering we were killing it.
Yeah,
we were doing good for ourselves.
All things considered, kind of doing well. Then like, okay, we got this. We got the punch. We got the G strikes. Got the stabs. Got them all upgraded. Let's get going.
Yep.
So I'm like, all right, Sky got to put the stab in the place.
Yeah,
because
I had the fire staff.
He puts the staff in the fire staff place. She keeps doing its thing.
Yeah, doing the bug.
This is around like 20.
Yep.
We then proceed to spend the next 7 rounds trying to get the fucking robot to work. We keep going in the robot. It took us like 3 tries to get in it.
Yeah,
because
so,
Sky.
Yeah,
because
the first thing, Jack was like, okay, I need to get a bullet gun because you can't get into the robot foot with the Boomhilda, which he was wrong about, and that fucked me on one of them because I was
just barely right.
Just barely
Right.
It was I was on the soul box for the Gen 6 area, you know, that spot.
Yeah.
In that foot, I saw it and I was like, oh shit, it's this one, and I was standing like right on the pathway that leads into the church, and I was like there, and I shot it as the foot was coming down. Like, by the time it touched the ground, I was, like, touching the foot.
Yeah. So that
And so the Boomhilda opened it up, and I was just like, fuck. It was like, whatever, it's fine. That sucks. It sets us back a little bit,
whatever.
but...
We'll do it again. The next time... I think the next time was when I kicked, right?
I think so.
So the next time, I'm running around because I have the Maxis drone. I'm running around at the fucking... at Gen 5, you're trying to scout out shit so I can point Sky in a direction. I'm like, oh shit, okay, we got it here, we're good, let's get it going. So the robot's like going into Gen 5, and I'm like right in front of the wind tunnel. The robot foot connects with my skull, pushes me like 10 feet to the side, directly into the center of 10 zombies, and I die instantly.
Which is so fucking funny.
What the hell?
It's so funny.
Like,
it's fucked up,
not
but it's
at a point
really
where
funny.
it was like zombie, 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 and like a bunch back there. It was zombie, 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 zombie. I had 0 chance.
That's so funny.
I couldn't kill a zombie and then run out the side. I had to kill a zombie, then kill another one and run out. I couldn't do it. Didn't have enough time. Then the next one, like, okay, I think the next one, it was just like a Gen 1.
Yeah, we just
And
didn't
it was
have
like,
time.
fuck, whatever.
Yeah, there were just a couple pass by, and we didn't get them just
we
due
were
to
like, God
circumstance.
damn it. And then we're like, okay, so we're the 4th one. I'm like, okay, whatever. We got it. We're good. We get in there. Podium's still there.
Yep.
We were
and
like, what?
Yeah, I got in there. I was just like, what's happening? What's going on? And I think after that, a couple more passed by. Didn't get it. Whatever.
We're trying to figure out what was going on. And then we thought, we haven't picked up the lightning staff yet.
Yeah, because we got them all upgraded. We had them finished. Jack didn't ever touch the lightning staff, and we were like,
didn't touch it.
The step is to put all the staves in the robot. So having not touched all of the staves probably fucked us.
So we do that.
And then
Sky
I think
gets
I
back
think
in the robot.
get back in. Pedestal's still there. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
What's
so
going
then
on?
so then I'm like, okay, well, Jack, do you think maybe I have to leave the fire staff in the pedestal downstairs? Like, I think that might be how that works. And he's like, nah, it's fine.
I was pretty sure it wasn't. I don't remember what we did next. I think we just
tried to get in another one.
Yeah.
And then the pedestal was still there, and I was like, at that point we were like,
fuck, I was like,
just look up a goddamn tutorial. Jesus Christ.
Tutorial. We look it up, and then Skies says that he should leave it in there.
Yeah, the tutorial that I found said to leave the fire staff in the pedestal, and I was just like,
and the one that I found didn't acknowledge that glitch existed.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, that one didn't acknowledge that the glitch was there, but it also was like specifically put the fire staff in the pedestal downstairs. It needs to be there.
Well, what I read didn't acknowledge the glitch and was just like placed them all on the pedestal.
Oh yeah.
Also, here's the thing. What's interesting is I don't, for whatever, so I have Bluetooth headphones, and for whatever reason, Black Ops 2 doesn't acknowledge them. So I don't have audio.
Yeah, so Jack couldn't hear like the quotes or anything.
The Origins guy can't hear. I'm also used to playing on a controller. I can't play on a controller on BO2. They don't have aim assist, which effectively nullifies the controller. And so I don't have the ability to feel if something is happening. I don't have the ability to hear if something is happening. So I have lost. I'm Helen Keller. I've lost my senses. And then, so we're like, fuck it. We'll put it in the pedestal. We put it in the pedestal. Robot's coming. I'm like, okay, here we go.
Yep.
It's one right there.
Yep, foot's there.
Foot's there. Like, we got
Everything's set.
We're in place. We're good. We're going. Disconnect.
Fucking.
I DC from the game.
Yeah, so did I. We DC'd at the same time. It wasn't just you. And I'm pretty sure like Steam went down for a second.
Which is fucking ludicrous.
And this was like, mind you, we went through this pretty quickly. We were in that game specifically for probably like an hour.
For like an hour at that point. Like, because
We'd been playing Origins for like an hour and a half.
Because that game we'd moved pretty quickly, but that step took us fucking forever.
Yeah, probably like hour and a half just in that game. Whatever.
So yeah, that happens, and I was like, I'm not doing that again. Not right now. Maybe later.
Yeah.
Not now. And that was about 3-4 hours. Not 3 hours. That was about an hour or two ago.
Like 2 hours ago. Yeah.
2.5 at this point.
Something. Yeah. Whatever.
We're also an hour into the
Whatever.
podcast.
Yeah. Whatever.
And I was like, it should, like, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know if it worked. I assume it did, but we don't know.
It probably did, but I don't know. And maybe we'll come back soon and answer that question.
I want to go back and play the Origins egg again because it was fun. I had a good time.
It's a great egg. Also, we didn't acknowledge the fucking perk locations is the best they've ever done it. The free perk is the best they've ever done it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Y'all
I don't know
didn't
if that
hear it,
picked
but
up.
some fucker on a motorcycle just fucking revved his shit. He might be on like a mini bike.
That fucking scared me. I did not recognize that noise at first.
Neither did
I was like, what the fuck is that?
That was a lot.
Dude, it started revving. It's not like a...
Yeah,
like
it
was like... sounded like a fucking siren almost.
Yeah, mine was accurate. His wasn't. So I went... it just went... Boom, boom, boom.
Something like that.
But no, so the perk locations, the free perks, best I've ever done it. Eat my dick, best I've ever done it.
I having played and gone for them in a couple games, didn't really enjoy doing it all that much. I didn't think it was. Now this.
It doesn't matter
This
how
one-
you think, you bitch, you ugly fucker, you piece of shit, you piece of shit. You piece of shit. Cat.
Oh. Oh.
Piece of shit.
I kept looking because I knew you were gonna do
Yeah.
that. I was setting up for it.
I didn't plan on it.
I know.
I was petting the
I-
cat and I planned on moving on, and then I was like, I'm gonna throw it at him though.
Yeah, of course. Cause like even you didn't know, but I knew. I
You
knew.
know me better than I know myself.
That's that 75 right there.
Yeah.
Sometimes the 75 takes over in one person. They know They know.
They know the actions of the other better
Yeah.
than they do.
Yeah. Like you, even when I bamboozled you and you were going along with
Kinda
it,
knew.
you still could tell a little bit. You knew.
Kinda knew.
You kind of knew.
know?
'Cause, yeah, I kept you in the dark enough that you weren't sure, which I was happy about.
I had no intention on saying anything, but like if you were like, no, I still don't like Origins very much. I'd have been like, damn, I thought you were gonna double bamboozle.
Yeah.
That's what I would have said that.
Yeah.
Did I do anything interesting this past week?
The what?
Did I do anything interesting this past week?
I don't think so.
Damn, bro. The fuck?
Dude, I will say, having been at this new job for a bit now, oh my fucking god, it's great. Holy shit.
The weekend is so nice.
Dude, it's also, I'm 2 days into my work week now, and I'm halfway done.
You're halfway done.
That's so fucking nice.
I said it for years, bro. For years.
Been there for like 7 months, man.
No, but I've been saying it for years. Cutting it to 4 days, some guy's blasting his base. But a 4-day week rather than a 5-day week is imperative.
That's huge.
You do not understand. It's a similar thing to like having more monitors.
Yeah.
You don't know until you get there, and
Like
you can never
you
go
can
back.
you can look at it and go, yeah, that seems nice, that seems helpful or whatever,
Yeah.
or that seems like it would be a good thing to have.
Yeah, but you
But
don't know
then
how good it is until you get there, and you can never
You
go
don't
back.
understand the feeling of just waking up on a Friday and going, I don't have to go to work today.
Right.
I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I don't have to go to work on Sunday.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And
then you get to spend the 3 days, and then when you go back to work, it's like it feels good. It feels good to get back in.
you're fully refreshed at that point, and then you get there and you go,
I can do this.
Only 4 days.
Only 4 days, and it's not that bad. And especially being part-time right now, like I'm there for 6.5 hours. It kind of feels long right now, or it kind of like drags a little bit at some points.
It'll settle in.
It's already set. I mean, yesterday when I was there, the first 4 hours of the day fucking flew by.
Yeah.
It felt like maybe an hour, and I was like 4 hours down, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, and then you take a break, and you're like, God damn.
Yeah, because it's like also the way I've been doing it right now is I kind of segment my day into like 2-hour bits where I'll have like the first 2 hours I just like head down, work through shit, and then at like 10 o'clock or so I'll go pop into the bathroom, check my phone, whatever, take a few minutes, come back out feeling a little bit refreshed, do another like 2 hours, 2.5, whatever, go and do my like actual break, go and clock it for my 10 minutes, just take the 10 minutes, go on my phone, go back for the last like 2.5 hours, whatever of my day. That makes it so much better because you just get a few minutes to just like chill.
You don't even have to clean up yet. Do you, right?
Not really. There's not much of a process, no.
No, cleaning up is hype, because it's effectively you start it and then your day is over, or your day has a physical endpoint.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm done when I am finished cleaning up.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you're not gonna clean up, but someone's gonna go, why aren't you cutting a bolt, boy?
Yeah. It's just you've got a task. Once that task is done,
Yeah, and then if you're at it, and then at that point, if it's like you're leaving at 2:30 and it's like 2:25,
you just go talk to a guy.
just go bullshit for a little bit. Go bullshit
Just
with
go
somebody.
check in and be like, hey, what's up?
Bro, I talked to Michael for a fucking while on Thursday. Bro, because his like brother apparently works with like CNC shit.
Oh
and-
yeah.
But he makes like 30 an hour.
Damn.
But he works by choice every day of the week.
The fuck?
And halftime he's working, he's getting paid $45 an hour
Holy
to
shit.
work a machine the difficulty of a CNC machine is not running it is setting it up. I have run CNC machines.
It's like you gotta like program shit. It's like
You should put the mic a little closer.
yeah. You gotta like program shit though.
Yeah, there's a little bit.
It's
of
like
programming
full
to
on like coding type shit.
it. No, it isn't
for-
coding, but it's just like
Okay.
you really need to know how to do it. You need to go through a full extensive training process to know how to do it.
Yeah.
But actually running it is nothing.
Yeah, you get it set up and then it's just like
You're just going doop, doop, doop. That's all you do.
yeah.
But they're just faster than other shit. Bro, the shear is just low tech CNC because you just go press the pedal, doom, doom. It's sick. I love the shear.
Yeah.
It's so mindless.
that sounds yeah. Sounds nice. Most of what I've been doing is pretty mindless shit too. Like cuz when you're part-time, they just kind of have you do like easy like whatever just like for me it's been just like stamping parts and chamfering. Stamping is just you put a part in, you lock it in place and then it gets engraved with like whatever like
Yeah.
it'll say like the company name, or it'll be like 3 letters to represent the company line.
Company like CNL 12.9.
Yeah,
and then
yeah
you
the ones that I've been doing, it's a little bit different. It'll have like the material and then like the order number or some like specification on it.
Has the order number on it? I didn't know that. Well, 12.9 is the material.
Yeah. Oh, well, it'll be like the material will be like B7 or something or whatever.
That's
something
fucking
like that.
the only ones I know are 12.9 and B7. The only ones
yeah.
I would see.
Yeah, B7 is like the other one that I've seen, or like the one that I've seen.
Yeah.
And then there's some like other codes on it.
Yeah.
It'll be like CKD or whatever, just as like a like
Yeah.
you know. Yeah. So yeah, and then there's the chamfer machine, which is kind of like the shears where you just take apart. Is it just like the same thing?
It's effectively the same thing, but the shears are easier.
Yeah, because the chamfering machine is just like you take a bolt or you take a part and then you just like put it in.
You put it in. You
step
press
on
it.
the lever, and then it'll just like the very edge of it'll be like
Yeah, so effectively there's a little insert that spins around super fast and it's super durable, and it just shaves off the edge of a bolt. So like
it'll have like a smooth kind of rounded edge.
Yeah, when you hold a bolt, the end, the tip of it has like a bit of a 45-degree angle on it going around it, and that's a chamfer.
Yeah.
If you look at that, you like that's a chamfer. You know what that is.
Yeah.
Now we work with like a lot of bigger shit that you're never gonna see unless you're working with it. Like you know, when you think of a screw, you think of like one of these guys. I don't think either of us work with those.
Yeah, no.
I've actually worked with a few that are like that big, but like I work with like things that are 2 inches thick, weigh 10 pounds a piece.
Yeah.
Because like we build like fucking
Like custom parts.
like stadiums.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, custom
Our-
order
our-
for
our
like
part-
big building projects and
our
stuff.
parts are in like every NFL stadium.
Oh, that's sick.
That's like a thing that we get. We get like a picture that's like, you helped build Lambeau Field, which I think is sick.
I feel like you could
Bruh. But yeah, but I think we've built like nuclear reactors before.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I remember fucking Nate mentioning that to me on the first day. I asked him, I was like, what do these parts actually get used for?
Yeah.
And he was just like, it's just like whatever, just like whoever contracts us. Like we got one from the government one time for
Yeah,
like
we
a
get-
nuclear reactor.
Yeah, we get
that was like the
government-
first thing
we
he
get-
said.
We get government shit. I've built shit for highways.
That's
Remember
cool.
when I had that order that I had to keep twisting down every single part?
Oh yeah,
That was a highway.
that's cool.
That's why I have to twist down all because it's constantly under pressure, so I have to
Yeah.
I had to do that.
That's one of those things where this is kind of like a mindless job, but you think about that, and it does still kind of feel like you're in a small way like actually doing something.
The effect is tangible
Yeah,
because you're
it's
like it built that.
in the actual factory, you're not like I'm doing big things. You're just doing the work. But then you think about it, and it's like you are having an effect somewhere in the world.
Yeah.
You're doing something.
Doing something.
It's not just like you're doing like a mindless computer job where you're just like clicking through shit,
Right,
whatever.
where like I'm not helping a business continue to run.
Yeah,
I'm helping.
you're like you're like setting the foundations or like helping
Yeah.
to get a building made or like a
Yeah,
factory.
which
Not a factory, a highway.
Which like you would be. It's a stretch, but you could be making people's lives easier.
Yeah,
It's-
in a small way, you're contributing to that.
It's a bit of a stretch to say that, but it's shit like that.
It's not even a stretch to say that you're contributing to that though. Like that
Yeah,
just is how
you're
it is. Like
yeah, but it's just it's really nice.
yeah, like it. I wasn't expecting that, but coming from like food service, that was a very direct, just like you are helping people,
Yeah.
which obviously felt good.
Mhm.
But this also like, in a less direct way, you are still actually doing something,
Yeah.
which it does make it easier mentally to get through that because it's like.
Yeah.
You're still doing something, even if it is just like
Mhm.
kind of mindless work, I guess.
And the 3-day weekend, it's so good.
The main thing is the 3-day weekend,
Yeah.
and also I just know what time I'm coming in
Yeah.
and leaving
Also,
every single week.
also even like you're part time, so you kind of have different rules than me, obviously. But they actually because my dad is in management, I know what they talk about, and I've known what they talk about. They actually give a shit about you.
Yeah,
you are not a body.
Yeah, this is
When at
a good place for that.
When
Where
at our old place, we kind of were a body.
yeah,
I felt like a body.
yeah. I mean, in terms of like the person to person connection,
Yeah, of course.
obviously at the other place it was like that felt to me a lot more.
100%, yeah.
Like it was the person to person was there, but then also they were so strapped on, they were so like low on people that they were just like,
They
listen,
just need- they need
if
a
you
body.
could work, they would put you on the schedule.
Yeah.
If they knew that you could work, you were gonna be there.
Caught my hair. But yeah, but here it's like there was a day in the winter where it was like the roads were all they weren't icy yet, but they were gonna be icy, right? It was gonna be really
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
And my dad just sent everybody home. He was like, "Don't worry about it. Go home.
yeah. Just
You're-
be
like-
safe.
Like it will be dangerous. We will take the hit. Go home."
Yeah. And
When-
you know what happened at my place where I was? They were like,
Please.
They were like, "Hey, we're sorry, but like we got nobody. Can you come do a 12-hour day tomorrow?"
Yeah, which while I understand, especially because we were at a nursing home and they did need people there.
Yeah, I mean the day before, nobody came in except for the supervisors
Yeah,
because
which-
everybody was just like, "Fuck this! I'm not driving on ice roads." Which, like, fair enough to them.
So yeah, like it's not like I blame anybody in that regard.
It just sucks.
Yeah, it just
sucks.
when it's not the case here. And
Yeah, and that like they literally, when I was at the other place during the icy roads, they sent someone out to come get me. They were that desperate.
that's crazy.
Like they had, I'm not gonna say his name, but they had like Big Boss Man came and got me.
What's his
MP.
Perry?
Why did you say that?
That's crazy.
Why'd you say his last? I was.
No one's
man.
gonna go. Okay, who works in the food industry and his name is Perry? Okay, we're gonna cross.
You could have at least said his first name though.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't mean shit, bro.
Whatever.
Fuck
it. I'm leaving it in.
They sent him out.
Yeah, he came and got me. He came and picked me up to work there.
That's
for that day.
crazy.
That's how much they
That's
needed
nuts.
someone there.
That's nuts. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You didn't. Why didn't you tell me? That's crazy.
I don't know.
Whatever. That's crazy.
I was probably just fucking tired and didn't
whatever.
care.
I mean, he isn't a huge deal, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Just shows the difference.
Yeah. Here, where I work today, I took a half day because I didn't have a great morning. Just I'm not gonna get into it, mental stuff. And I got to work, and it really kind of hampered me doing shit. And I was like, hey, taking a half day today. And he went, cool.
Yeah. Like you could like with the type of work that this is, you can just like do that, and it's not that big of a deal.
It's like they would like to have your production there, but it's not a huge deal.
Yeah, and the nice thing about my position, where I'm a part-time guy right now, it's like the expectations on you are like nothing.
You show up and you don't make things worse.
Yeah.
Fucking Luis was talking to the day. He was like, I'm excited to get done with school so I can start working here full time. And I was like, that's good, man. Got behind him. I was like, this fucking dude. This guy thinking they're gonna take it full time. What are you, stupid? What are you, a fool? You are like a dumb person. like I don't mean to insult the man, but he's a dumb guy.
Some people are just dumb people.
Some people are just dumb. That doesn't mean they're bad. They're just a little dumb.
Yeah, it happened. It's not a big deal.
This is a long ep. This is gonna be our second longest episode.
Hell yeah, it's fitting for Origins. It feels like a fitting map. We're spending the last third of the episode not talking about it.
Just not talking about it.
Whatever.
Yeah, Origins is the third greatest map of all time.
That's why Origins is actually a pretty solid map. And I'm no longer the Origins hater. I'm just the Origins is not peak guy now.
Now what's interesting is that you said I don't know how we're gonna get people to keep watching, because not like from now, but like they're gonna see, does Sky like Origins now? And then you're gonna go no, and it's like okay, and they're gonna leave.
I mean, they're gonna see the long episode though, and they gotta know something's up.
No, they're just gonna think you're complaining about Origins the whole time.
No.
Or we just bullshit for a while, which we did.
I'm just gonna go in the edit and just dub over that and just go, yes.
Do it, bro.
No, the intro is funny though. I like the intro.
Or add like a winky face. That'd be a little goofy. Add a winky emoji. Add like a bing, bing. You know, winky face.
You've been bean-boozled. My Bean Boozle fingers.
Wasn't that a game?
Yeah, it was like the
yeah.
You eat a jelly bean and it's either like
it's
either
either
like cotton candy or pig piss.
You said pig piss?
I did say pig piss.
Why pig piss?
That's just what came to mind, man.
Pig piss came in your mind? What? Man.
I don't know, man. It's just that's how it went.
All right, well, we're gonna close this sumbitch down because I don't.
Yeah, this is like an hour 20-minute episode or something.
So you know what? We're putting this on to the very end so you can cut it. So you can cut it and not have to restart it again.
Why not just do the outro first and then record it?
No outro. Eat my dick. Sky, how'd you feel? How'd you feel about the episode? How'd it go?
It was like a fucking 9 out of 10, man.
Banger ep?
Fucking banger. What did you think? I thought it was a fucking banger.
I thought it was a pretty good episode. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.
No, give a rating.
Thanks.
Give a number.
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching Pod of the Dead. We'll see you guys next time.